first I want to touch on Miro.
Yep, go Hank.
Marvin, and I know you can agree to this as well. A second screen going into a game have no intentions on playing. They have no intentions on playing because they know that quarterback gonna play the whole game. It's not like running back where you know you finna get in the game, flip in and out. I want to take up for Jalen Milroe about people saying that he didn't throw good balls, some of the good balls or whatever. Jalen Milroe had no idea in his head that Bryce Young was going to get hurt and he was going to have to come in the game and take over. Mentally he wasn't ready, but when his number called, he snapped into being focused and it was too late. Right. Opposed to going into the game knowing you're going to play, focus, knowing what you have to do. You prepared, you got confidence, right? I'm going to talk about Jalen Milroe first. I want to take up for him. Now, I think that Jalen Milroe is going to do a great job against Texas A&M, and this is my reason why. One,
me too.
He at home. Two, he just came out of a hostile environment on an away game and won and pulled the game away. Three, he got confident in himself that he can get the job done no matter how many people in the crowd or what the situation may be. And four, I think that he's a young guy that overcame adversity during that game.
Great point. Great point.
And Bo, to your point, a lot of people don't understand the game week preparation of what actually goes into it. Monday's practice is usually a light practice because everybody's sore, so you don't really do much. I think we used to practice for like an hour and a half. By the time you add in stretching, special teams, all the other periods, you don't really work on what you're doing too much. You'll see a little bit of what the opponent will do.
You corrected the mistakes that you made in the game.
Correct. And then going into Tuesday will usually be your 2-hour practice when you'll get the bulk of your reps against the scout team and what you're going to see. But in certain positions, quarterbacks, your cornerbacks, your safeties, your middle linebacker positions like that, you don't really rotate because you got to get these reps to learn what it is you got to do going into the weekend. And it's not a lot of reps to be shared. And it's the same thing on Wednesday, but it's scaled back a little bit more. And then on Thursday, it's a light practice. Walk through on Friday. There's not a lot of reps to be had. So for people to think that this kid should have went into this game and been fully prepared, there's not a lot of reps to be had.
I would say shame on anybody who criticized this kid knowing he was thrust into the game and he wasn't really mentally prepared. But I firmly believe, I'm with both. I believe with this week of preparation and these coaches going over what he's supposed to go over, I think Saturday, if he's the starter, the kid is going to show out. I believe
because he'll get those reps.
He's at home and he has confidence in himself that he can play quarterback at the University of Alabama.
And he'll get those reps during the week, which are the most important part. People don't realize second team players, unless you're like a solid on like the defensive line, they rotate a lot. But outside of the defensive line, most other positions don't rotate like that during the week of practice. The defensive line is pretty much the only unit that rotates. Everybody else is trying to get those reps so they can get ready for that game. And if you're not number one or a solid backup, you're not getting in there.
All right, Justin, go ahead.
I was going to say, first of all, for anybody who says that he wasn't mentally prepared, shame on you. You don't understand football. If he wasn't mentally prepared, he would have crumbled in that situation. Okay. Not everybody's going to come in there like Tua Tagovailoa off the bench and perform heroics like that. Tua is the exception, not the rule. Okay. Another thing you have to understand too is Jalen came in there running Bryce's offense, not Jalen's package. So he wasn't running a lot of zone reads, read options, design quarterback runs, or things that really fits his skill set. He was just doing what he needed to do to get the job done. And he did it. He overcame a tremendous amount of pressure. What other freshman is going into a hostile environment like that, or sophomore actually, and is able to come away unscathed and actually made the play of the game that turned everything around? That's really prepared to me.
Justin. And here's another point that a lot of people fail to miss, because unless you've been there, you don't get it. Okay, Bo will understand what I'm about to say. A lot of times you have these guys that are number twos, like backup quarterback, backup at other positions. You know, if you like the third running back who's not in the solid rotation, a lot of these guys run scout team so that their defense can be better. So we don't know if he was over there running scout team half the time and working with the offense as a backup half the time. But a lot of times those guys have to go service the defense as a scout team player.
Especially if we playing a running quarterback.
Okay, so you know what? Y'all made a lot of points. And I'm going to say this, and everybody should be able to relate to this. Jalen Milroe, he overcame adversity, but he also overcame stupid ass play calling.
That's
Ain't
true.
no way
That
in
is
the
true.
world. Ain't no way in the world you done ran all the way down to the 1 yard line, and then you want to throw the ball on the 1 yard line when you got them dogs in the backfield, and you got an offensive line that's finally blocking and blowing people off the ball. Look, everybody and their mama was cussing that. Even Nick Saban, y'all see him on TV?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
What is it?